Oh god, you put me here? Back up, 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 back up. He's waltzing straight in. Oh, there it goes. There it is. Go, 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 go. Okay, I'm afraid to stand still to read that. Okay.
My memory is like something with a great many small holes. We shall be needing to perform some minor demolition work so that we might one day meet again. For this task, we shall require the use of a large, earth-eating metal monster, and that monster is thirsty for juice from the place where things are kept. By the way, you can call me Red. It's not my name, you understand, but I am sure you will agree it is a name rather similar to a cardigan. Fetching when worn correctly.
I get you, buddy. I get you. Oh, he survived. That's not good. Box and now run. Door. What is this thing? Okay. A sauna. Very handy. A note. Found by the chief attending Xeno officer. Aliens. Leader. Unlike the other findings, 66B appears to be of manufactured rather than natural origin, and so warrants additional interest and, need I say, security. The bulk of substance 63 was discovered only 6 yards from where artifact 66B was buried, and perhaps, at least in part, to consist of a solidified form of 63. With a number of operable appendages, the artifact emits a low level of light from a seemingly inexhaustible energy supply, suggesting its origin is indeed as was expected. Of course, the ramifications of this fact are clear, and appropriate measures are already being taken. Progress in becoming enlightened as to the purpose of the device, if indeed it served a purpose in the traditional sense at all, has been slow. Following protocol to the letter, I assigned my secondary officer to the artifact on Phase 7, only for him to go missing the following day. He eventually returned to the site from a previously uncharted area of the mines, presumably having discovered a new route avoiding the cave-ins. At this stage, we can only assume what transpired, since he remains in a state of disorientation. Far be it from me to question the decisions of the elevated caste, but I am struggling to understand the necessity of conducting standard scientific testing in this case. I, of course, have full faith in the abilities of the research team, put together and sent here by my immediate superior. I simply wonder whether the time might be better employed on the main site. Nevertheless, it is comforting to know that the actions of every member of the organization are carefully choreographed and controlled by those far outranking myself, both in stature and wisdom, and with this in mind, I feel fully justified in filing an official request for further manpower. We have already lost a number of workers to unforeseen events, largely while engaging in the studies mentioned earlier. And further investigation of the area calls for volunteers to carry out tasks altogether too hazardous in nature to risk the well-being of more elevated organization members. That's a long sentence. In particular, the tunnel system above the secondary site requires immediate cartography. no idea where I am now. Oh, the red circle was the map, okay. So storage is just up on our right. Why not head there?
Those holes in my mind are increasingly gaping. You cannot breach the inner sanctum of the place of storing. The entryway is blocked. So what if the squashy material between my ears is squashier than most? I may not be perfect like a hanging picture, but my words are wise and backed up by time. A pox on both your brain cells. Try as I may, you must think that I deceive you with my admittingly cunning ways. As far as my eye has seen, our rocky grave extends, and yet you cast away my hope like you would a puppy freshly rolled in its own feces. I hope that your warped sense of morality is better company than I, because now it is all you have left.
What did I do to piss him off?
I'm sorry. Sometimes my emotions are like a disobedient pet. Uncontrollable and often rolling in shit. Better safe than sorry, they say. But I think we are both sorrier than we are safe. A tunnel lies between a nearby watery cave and the place where things are kept. Take the second right from the closed door, and you will find what you seek.
That's the first right? I don't know. We're going in either way. Unless it's locked. It's not locked. Super duper like the look of this place. Or the sound. Oh. I hear spiders. There's a save point here though, so... Oh, we can hold both of these at once? That must be the tunnel leading to the storeroom. That's pretty high though. Awesome, I didn't know that. Okay. Test substance continues to defy identification. Both chemical and xeno investigations fail to produce meaningful results. Testing continues. Bromine test normal. Acidamine test negative. Ammonia NH3 negative unreactive. Blah 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 blah. Mild intoxicant tests abandoned due to most subjects suffering massive internal hemorrhaging within 1 to 2 hours. Testing of gaseous fog has been considerably more successful. It appears to be a harmless blend of sulfur, chlorine, and aromatic amine, I don't know, which gives it the floating visual effect. Please note that harmless here is used in the xenochemics sense. It is harmless insofar as we have identified it, and so can take the necessary safety measures. If directly ingested, it would naturally be lethal. Work continues on the issue of transporting the substance. So far, removing it from its dormant location causes its base state to radically change, producing massive heat to the detriment of 3 workers, one of whom is no longer operational due to his injuries. Following heat dissipation, the substance appears to turn dead, unreactive to every test we have the equipment to run. The prevailing theory is that somehow the disruption of the material causes it to enter hugely accelerated chemical decay. We estimate its half-life to be approximately 0.4 seconds. Touchy? The man is still clutching, still looking for what? Before him lies metal jutting awkward from the earth. That was not a good sound. A hatch, a portal, a hole, a door. Unfamiliar text. Who are these figures huddled around? What secrets are hidden behind the faces of men? It feels as if I'm leaving my body for just a moment. They're not just hovering around. It's like I go someplace. What are these things? A light. Broken ladder. That we can move if need be. So much for the platforming plan then. Oh, is this the shit they were talking about? Looks like some kind of excavation, although not like any mining operation I've ever seen. I don't know what that mist is coming from, but I don't fancy getting any closer to find out. I do! Oh, gotcha, okay. Scooch this over. Okie dokie. And up we go. Spider buildup. Get my pickaxe ready. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, let's just, Oh, God! Terrible idea! Oh! Okay. Well, let's not do that. Fast. Is there anything amidst these eggs, though, other than that? Not that I see. Great idea. Wait, which tunnel? There are so many tunnels. God damn it! No, no, no!
find yourself in the watery cave of conversation space, with the tunnel above you from time to hit. In this tunnel, for both our sakes, be careful, not curious. I have already spoken to you about the cat, and repeating myself is not only out of the question, but out of the window and climbing down the guttering. There are spiders in the tunnels that love to suck on the humid fluids, so do not disturb the walls. They are fragile like a china vase.
Thanks for telling me that now. Oh god! Oh, it came from behind and rolled down. I got you. I got you. Okay, now I have jumped over that before. Why am I hurting? Can I be safely on the other side? Yeah, that didn't work for me. What if I keep moving? Maybe it'll stop the ball. And I just don't be where it stops. Okay. Here we go. Yeah? Yeah! Cool. We have like a nice calm puzzle segment now.
There should be some insect repellent in that red and white cross box in that room. Just in case those spiders found your flesh delicious. How does my brain flesh know your fluids are leaking? Because the red tricked you. The spidery tunnel was far from a necessary evil. More so, it served as a well-deserved punishment. You thought my mind had been lost to the ravages of time, but poetic justice has struck with a sonnet and an 8-legged baptism of fire. With justice now served cold, I hope that we can be good friends. Now reclaim the key and go-go juice, and find a way to the mining monster.
Surprised me that you're giving me so many beef jerkies. Hello? Is that it there? No, I feel like it would be glowy if that were it. Can we maybe go through these vents? Yeah, we can. I thought it'd be. Maybe because the power's been off for like a year? You hiding anything? No. Okay. A book. Inuit Mythology. Christian Foresight. First published 1903. Over the past 100 years, our people has seen something of a religious revelation. The Kalalit, I don't know, and Inuit in general, might be said to have seen the error of our ways, and Christianity has become increasingly embraced throughout the Arctic communities. It is the purpose of this paper to explore the true roots of our long-held beliefs and to uncover how they might be justified today in our newfound enlightenment. As such, this essay will be the first I have written in English as opposed to our native Kalalek, Animite. It is no coincidence that the word Animak bears resemblance to the English word angel. The Animite are the Inuit equivalent of the soul, an undying entity released in the death of its worldly body. The concept itself is obviously well grounded in decent Christian belief. However, previous thought has been blasphemous to the extent that souls are attributed to all beings, man or beast. To claim such a thing would be to imply that the killing of a beast for food is the same as murder of your fellow man. Such a belief simply cannot be held. The civilized Inuit. The tomb gate. Oh, that's the spirit that they were talking about in the mine crazy thing. Legends speak of the disembodied spirits, malicious in nature, sabotaging tools, turning hunts bad, and at times even possessing the weak or unfortunate. A tomb gak, I guess, appears to have no recognized or agreed origin, both in terms of the legend itself and the individual being, causing great doubt to be entirely justifiable. Can we, in our Christian foresight, really believe in possessions and evil spirits? Well, those are in the Bible too, though. It seems perfectly clear to this writer that the real origin of the tomb gate belief lies in the Christian demon. For, as we are taught by the generous and selfless Moravian Church, without whose support our people would no doubt have starved many years ago, the demon is capable of possession and countless other atrocities, which only the good Christian man can avoid through a lifetime of humility and devotion, the Angakweet. This paper is making me sound so stupid. With all these words I don't know how to pronounce. With the conclusions reached above, the status of the cherished Angakuk, the tribe shaman, should be obvious. Such people are in league with the tomb gate demons, working side by side to control and contain the Kalali people. We have no need for such superstition and suspicion-breeding people in our Christian ways. The Protestant priest can perform all of the Angakweet's duties and more beside. The final challenge of a work such as this should be to find the nature of the Christian God and to ask why he has not been present for so many years of Inuit belief. Until recently, the Inuit people wrongly attributed to Animite almost godlike status in certain cases and treated the tomb gate as the devil incarnate. It is no major leap of faith to suggest that such beliefs have been underpinned by a central concern that there has been something missing in Inuit life. That something, indubitably, is God. I hope that my findings have informed and enlightened the atheistic few that remain in Inuit culture and ask the Lord Jesus Christ to redeem their souls. Peter Henry Overture or something. And jack shit. Okay. So we've got a box we can move. And one of these guys, let's touch it. I felt something that time that I didn't feel before, but I'm sure it's always been there. It's as if a small part of me is still trapped inside the artifact. Is it like sucking my soul out or something? Are we to use it to break down that thing? Or we could use it to get to that vent, maybe? Let's explore. What else we have? Okay, this is what was blocking the door before. Stuff. And where does this vent lead? To, Nowheresville. That doesn't turn off. Forever, because this is a video game. Steam never turns off unless it wants to. What are you talking about? There are batteries on them. I can't trust his descriptions. Okay, scroll down. More scary demon whisper sounds. But no spider sounds. That's all that matters. Gasoline. Is he gonna call us now?